Boom.
Da 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 da. Hi. It's not really centered.
Oh, you just want it.
There we go. Because like the middle, it's like here. Anyway. Hi. This is, gosh, how many months after our last one?
4.
4?
4 months.
4 months after our last one. We're in the good old US of A.
Good old US of A.
In like the most patriotic state, Texas.
Good old Texas. It's been 4 months, bro.
That's crazy.
4 months is a long time. We're both out of PNG?
We're both out of PNG. I didn't think we'd make it.
You want to actually tell them how you got out of PNG early?
Yeah, so I got malaria. It was, do you know how you say it? It starts with an F? Falciparum or something like that? Anyway, it's a type of malaria. There's 5 different ones. There's 2 prominent in Papua New Guinea. The first one is where you get it and you get it every year. It comes back. And then the other one I had, which is the one I had, which is more dangerous.
Goes to your brain.
Because it goes to your brain, and it just was really bad. I started, couldn't breathe. I was peeing blood. I couldn't really walk. It was a bad situation. So, I left. Praise God.
Oh, what? 2 weeks after I left?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Which is crazy, too, because tell them how you got healed, bro.
I had a wheelchair, because I couldn't walk. I was traveling with a nurse, so she was pushing me in this wheelchair for the first flight. She was pushing me for the second flight, and we're literally over the airspace of Papua New Guinea, and we're headed to Sydney to meet my dad, who's going to meet me and fly me home so we can go to the doctors. And literally over the airspace, we clear the airspace of Papua New Guinea, and I could feel, because my lungs had been so closed, I couldn't breathe. I literally felt my lungs open. I was able to eat for the first time in, a very long time without feeling, so nauseated. It was awesome.
And what's fricked about it is, I'm like, I wonder if Judah's alive. I should give him a call. I call him, and he's just in a pool, hauling up. He's like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" With a beer. He's like, "Hey, dude, I got healed. I'll talk to you later, bro. Bye." And I'm like, "What the frick?"
It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, that felt like such a long time ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
It was a different life away. Honestly.
That was a different life away, yo. Papua New Guinea.
All right, let's recap Papua New Guinea. What was your highlight of the entire time that you were there?
The highlight?
You look back, you see one memory, and you're like, that.
I don't really have
a reason.
I don't have one, but I'm happy I didn't quit. I never gave up.
You didn't.
I never gave up, and I kept going when it sucked. And now I'm home and I'm chilling. I get to swim every day. I get to wear cool shirts now. It's fun.
Yeah. What was the lowest? We'll do mine after. What was the lowest place
that you had
been?
Probably when you got there. I'm just kidding. Probably the last 2 months sucked. They were I didn't do anything. There was nothing really going on at the base. There was nothing really happening.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit wasn't really moving. Everyone just kind of argued here and there, and it's really toxic. It wasn't very fun. But I think that was the lowest. It was just boring. There was really just nothing going on. It was boring.
And on top of being boring, it was hard.
Yeah, it was hard. It was boring.
If it was just boring, that's fine. If you're boring and comfortable, it's oh well. It was boring and really hard.
Yeah, it was boring and hard, and it's just no friends. Judah got really depressed.
Yeah, so did
That's why we stopped doing the podcast, because he gave up.
Hold on.
It wasn't me, by the way.
To be clear, the podcast stopped because I didn't have any. Both of us didn't really want to do it.
I wanted to keep going. I kept asking you.
Yeah, but I didn't. I really didn't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So
both
of us didn't want to do it.
I was so sad. I couldn't see a reason to do it.
Yeah.
It was honestly the worst place I'd been, probably mentally ever in my life.
Yeah.
And not just me, it was you too, dude.
I don't think it was my lowest though, but it was okay, low key that was the lowest time of my life. I had lower points in my life before Christ, but as a Christian that was the worst and the hardest. But low key coming out of that, I'm so grateful, and something definitely spiritually changed in me. I just sit now.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I just sit and I'm just and I just think about God, and it's really refreshing. God's called me to a season of rest since coming home, and that's all I've done. I tried to get a job, couldn't find a job, but I'm not being a bum. I'm doing things, so don't.
No one's saying you're a bum.
People are saying I'm bummy.
No one's saying you're a bum.
Well, one of my supporters called me.
I did hear about that, and that's too bad.
That was too bad.
They called him a bum.
They basically called me a bum and said I need to get off my butt and start doing something.
But
by the way, I've been gone for 2 years of my life and just got back.
Realistically, like after PNG, you needed to rest.
Oh, 100%.
Like I was supposed to September. I was supposed to go back and staff another school. Right now, I would not be in a place spiritually or mentally to go staff another school. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And I've already had like 2 months to rest.
Yeah.
I'm still not ready to be in a leadership position right now.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because it was really hard. It was tough.
Low key, I could totally lead right now.
Then do it.
I don't want to though. I feel like even
what
like.
What does God want?
I think He doesn't want me to. That's one thing I've noticed is like God isn't pushing me to do anything. Like even evangelize, I feel like there's not a lot of words to go share.
Okay.
There is some, but not like this person. And it's more just like I feel like God's really like giving my mind a break. Just like He's like giving me cool visions of like me flying in space and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I'm gonna answer my question now.
Answer.
The lowest I had been, which is it was the lowest I've ever been. I was in a bad spot mentally. It was it was debrief week. It was graduation, that area. So it was before I had even
sneaky then too. Yeah.
It was before I had even started staffing. Like I was 3 months in and I was so empty. Like
yeah.
I was praying to God and I had felt like a towel that had been like soaked up with water. And then during outreach, it just got twisted and twisted and twisted and twisted and kept getting twisted until every drop that I had been like dribbled out and God was asking for more. And I was like, I have nothing left to give, and He kept twisting me.
That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like, and I'm like, I have nothing left to give. So that was like the lowest was debrief week.
That's because we had the funnest too, though.
I know it was supposed to be the funnest.
It was the funnest,
but we were dealing with a lot of drama on the team.
So much drama.
It was so bad. That was the lowest, and I never got to really recover from that. And that's why I think my next 3 months were so hard, is because I wasn't coming from a place of strength. Right. I was coming from a place of weakness.
Yeah.
And that's why staffing for me was so much harder than anything else. But
you really answered the next question I was about to have.
What was the next question?
I was going to ask, why was it so hard? Go more in depth. Why was Papua New Guinea so hard? Like, on the real, like, go in depth before and after.
Which part? The like, first 3 months?
No, like the whole thing. Like, why was this hard, spiritually, mentally, blah, 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 blah.
Why was it so hard?
Maybe things before made it harder.
Okay. How honest can I be with
No, be 100%. Just be like, I'm just giving like everything.
Okay. I hope no one watches this. So
a lot of people are.
No one's watching. I'd be shocked if we had anyone.
Hey, if we get one comment on this, we will talk about you in the next podcast. We're gonna have a guest speaker.
We are gonna have a guest speaker. Let's do
exciting.
that, dude. We're back, baby. Why was it so hard? Okay, so first of all, it was my first time leading anything. I had never really led in an official position, and I put a lot of pressure on myself because I didn't want to be a bad leader. It's something that I'm scared of. I've literally had a nightmare where I was a poor leader, and I woke up in a cold sweat. I'm not kidding. Like, God puts me in a place of leadership, and I don't want to fail Him. So I put so much pressure on myself. So it wasn't necessary, the amount of pressure I put on myself. I was to a point where my hair was falling out because I was so stressed because things were going bad. That's number one. The second one is in YWAM, you always have a co-leader, someone who helps you. And I felt like I wasn't really given the help that I needed for outreach.
You weren't given it.
I really needed help and I couldn't have it. So it really felt like I was alone.
How many girls were on that team too?
That was my next one. There were 11 girls on my team.
They were all white, right?
Yeah.
All white. All
white.
Blonde and white. So you can understand how that went.
Okay. It was just 11 girls.
I hope they don't see that. They're like, what the frick?
I know. 11 girls and one guy. And it was just really tough because I felt really alone the whole time. So that was another reason why I felt alone. Gosh. What else? God was really quiet during the entire time of PNG. I've worked through it. I did feel like He abandoned me, which kind of sucked. Not that He did. That's the way I felt in that time. And that was really hard. Like, He just put me there and left me. Which He didn't, but that's how it felt during the time. Yeah. So it was a struggle. That and 100 other different things. Like...
Food, sickness.
Food, being malnourished, being constantly sick. I was always weak. I couldn't ever feel like I was never full, which is so annoying. It was hot. It was sweaty. I never felt clean.
You were stinky. He stinked.
I sweat a lot.
I'll be honest.
And
one time, okay,
for the first bit, I was fine. Okay, I ran out of deodorant, and they sell a spray deodorant, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work there because a lot of people don't use deodorant, and we didn't have a shower for a very long time, and we didn't have a washer. So I'm hand scrubbing my clothes with as much soap as I can, but I'm sweating because it's 1,000 degrees. So yeah, I stunk. He loves to point that out.
Bad. No. First of all, I'm not being mean. It was just kind of a joke a lot of us had. Like, oh, Judah stinks.
It was a joke you started.
I did start.
It was.
You know why? I'm gonna sound like a jerk.
Yeah,
it's because one time we were all sitting in my bed and Judah left my bed and it smelled like crap. It smelled horrible.
Yeah, that's a joke.
And so we just like started making that joke. Oh, Judah stinks.
And he said we. It was only him.
No, it was me and Alex. We're both like, do you smell that?
Yeah, but Alex didn't start until you.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm the initiator,
yeah.
But
let's be clear.
You're not hurt by it. You like looking at it. Anyways, I should answer that question now.
Okay.
Are you finished?
I mean, there's more, but yeah.
Go more.
I felt a lot of pressure from my leader at the base that I could never rest and I could never take a day off.
I'm just kidding. I figured it out.
And I felt a lot of pressure just to do more than I was actually capable to do. And it did push me. Like, I did very well at my job, and I did push myself. But I did push myself a little too far, a little too hard. And that was also not healthy. Yeah. And I was sick a lot, and that really...
A lot of it was brought on by you. It really was.
Oh, yeah. No, completely. Yeah.
But...
All right. Why was PNG so hard? Oh, also racism. The race... I got, like...
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but a lot of the...
There was just, like, people we were around a lot. Most people actually, like, really liked us. Didn't think anything of it.
Shout out to Mech, man. I loved Michael Mech.
Michael Mech, you're awesome. Yeah. A lot of, like, it was, like, whatever, but there was just, like, a certain few people
There were a few people who didn't like us because we were white, and they treated us differently for it. And living in a place where it's really only PNG guys.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was tough.
But there was, like, it was... I think that just comes from insecurity in their own hearts.
Yeah.
But they're working through it as much as we were working through our own things.
Yeah. And no one's perfect, but...
No one's perfect.
And we're not saying names. Alright.
Why was it hard?
Why was PNG so hard?
So many reasons! I was kidding. It wasn't hard for Okay, it was hard the first day I got there.
Okay, to be clear, I was there for 3 months leading an outreach team. I wasn't with Nate at the Madang base, which is where he was at. He went to the Madang base, what, January?
December.
December what?
Right after Christmas.
Okay, so I got there before you did. Flex. I got there December 17. You got there December, let's say 25. 26, 27?
I don't know.
28, after Christmas. So he went straight to Madang. We spent 3 months going around the country before we got to Madang.
Yeah. So I was there for 6 months-ish. Like 5.5.
We were both there for 6 months.
Yeah.
I was there for 6 months.
I'll just say 6 months.
Yeah.
So going into it was super hard because I just decided to go last minute because I felt God was leading me to go. And I got offered things to lead and do. Mm-hmm. And jumping into it, there wasn't like, I'm not saying the relationship didn't work because of Papua New Guinea, but I think there was a huge factor in this relationship that I was almost about to jump into.
With?
A girl.
Yeah.
Because I went to PNG, it scared her to start something.
Do you think that was the reason?
Yeah, low-key.
Really? That's not what you said in PNG.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's like one of the main reasons, I think.
Okay.
I really think so. Because, I don't know. Anyways, so that sucked going into it, is like not hanging out with this cool chick. And then also just missing Christmas with my family. It didn't really matter, but I think it really hurt me more than...
It does suck.
It does suck.
I've missed it twice.
But anyways, just like going into it, a lot of circumstances like sucked going into it. I was like, dang it. And so going into it, I was like expecting to like do and grow in certain things, and all those doors going into it were open, and right when I got there, they were all shut.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when I could like see the switch in my heart. I was like, dang, like I'm not doing anything
that you said
that I am able to do.
Or even what they said that you would do.
Yeah, it just never really worked out. And then I got kind of like bullied by like the local worship team.
Guys.
Yeah, they like bullied me a lot. and they like it'd be like we're cool one day, and then like they don't like me another day, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And so like for a while it was just super isolating. Judah wasn't there.
Yep.
And then
you're the only like dude there with Michael.
I guess Michael Marquez was there.
Yeah.
He's cool. Shout out.
Marquez.
Wherever you're at, bro. Papua New Guinea.
Is he gonna get? He's gonna go to Kona in January.
I think so. Yeah. Anyways, it was just hard going into it, and then expecting like to grow in one thing, and then completely like not even doing it, and actually getting worse. Like I got worse, which really hurt.
In music.
And in music and worship and stuff like that, and then seeing like my friends around the world like doing all this awesome stuff for God and music and like. And all this stuff, I was like, dang, like I'm just like here,
doing that.
like in Papua New Guinea by myself, like alone.
Yeah.
And I am doing nothing for the base. There's nothing they want from me. There's nothing I can give them. It really just like, I feel like God was trying to teach me contentness, like how to be content in like all situations, like for real. Because like, I love how like people can like in America especially like, oh like man, I want to die and be forgotten as long as you get the glory or whatever. But it's classic, like people like will say things a lot, like let's be content in all situations. But like when you're actually in those situations, a lot of those things you said you forgot, and it becomes your reality. And then I've noticed that in me, I was focusing so much on my reality that I was forgetting the Word of God that I was reading, and then that made it so much harder because I started focusing more on like me instead of God. And then I feel like that created some kind of wall between me and God that I didn't realize that I put there.
Yeah.
And then all the isolation from people, the bullying, the just working in a kitchen. I don't like cooking that much, but I just worked in the kitchen like the whole time, which is fine.
Yeah.
But
it's easy to feel sorry for yourself there.
Yeah, it's very like, oh, I'm sorry.
But a lot of people do as well. Like that's almost, I don't want to say the culture.
Yeah.
But it's very much a normality to be like, oh, life sucks here.
And then
it becomes a reality almost because it's so spoken out. And
just like I feel like for me, the hardest thing for me is like going into Papua New Guinea, I was coming under someone's wing. And then it felt like they almost manipulated me into going. And then right when I got there, they just like ditched, like let go.
I felt that too.
And so we both felt that. We never said anything because we're like, whatever, it just doesn't matter.
And when you're in it, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, because you're living around it.
Because it's like, oh, it's not that bad. Like, but once you back out of it and you actually see it for what it is, you're like, wow, that is not what I thought.
Yeah.
I was in the moment.
It was just hard because like, I don't know, I just would have done things differently. And it's hard when like you're not, like I was in a leadership role in a sense, but like I didn't really have a say in anything. Mm-hmm. Like anything I would say would just, I feel like would be like looked over.
Yeah.
And if like, it felt like if I did say something, it's not like I was whining. Oh, you're whining. And I'm like, whatever. I wish I did say more things because like I got like kind of passed around, which was kind of lame. But yeah, I think that's what made it hard. But for some reason like coming home, it was hard coming home because there was a lot of crazy stuff going on when I came home. But like being here for a month now, just like sitting and resting, it's like God is so faithful. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy restful. Faithful of like man like even though like I did blow it a lot and like it wasn't like we keep like saying other things like other people were the problem, but some things were just us, like our perspective, our attitude, 100%. Yeah. The way like but like over all of it, like I can still like see God saying he's like proud of me. Mm-hmm. And it was like dang, like even though like it sucked and I feel like I failed and nothing really came out of it, I know that I am closer to God now because of it.
If you had to go back in time to December, would you do anything differently?
I wouldn't go. No.
Do the exact same thing?
I mean, why change what already happened? Mm-hmm. I could like be like, oh, like man, like I wish I could change this and this and this, but like the things happen, and now I'm where I'm at now. Yeah. And who knows where I'd be at now if I change things. And right now I know that I'm really satisfied and content in the Lord. And yeah, I don't want to change anything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Okay, what is God speaking to you about in the future now? Like, what is like God calling you to do next? Like, what are you doing next there?
I felt like I needed some more biblical knowledge. So I'm going to go do a thing called a BCC, which stands for Bible Core Course. I'm going to fly to Switzerland, and I'm going to study the Bible for 3 months.
It's going to be so much fun. Bro.
I'm very excited. He's done it before.
I've done it before. I'm an alumni. I've been there, done that. He's coming under my wing there.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to lead him the way.
He's not even going to be there, bro. But after
my surprise.
After that, I'm gonna go back to Kona and I'm gonna leave another school. So
yeah.
Pray for me that.
For me right now, I'm just resting. Like I'm burnt. I'm burnt out. I'm gonna go do a small trade school in September for 5 weeks. I got a free scholarship for it, so I was like, "Frick it, I'll just do it." More for like things that'll help me in the mission field because it teaches me like stuff how to fix rep.
Yeah.
So it's more for that versus actually doing the trade, and it was free. And then also I think I'm gonna stay through the rest of the year in America, and after that in January I'm out.
Back to Kona.
Maybe back to Kona. I might. I don't know.
I'll meet you there then.
I kind of want to be around more mature people.
Ouch.
I mean, for real though, I feel like Kona's a great place to grow.
I think so too.
As
young Christian.
As a young Christian. I mean, we're still young Christians.
I'm a very young Christian.
But I feel like I'm coming into like a very like.
You're upgrading.
I'm upgrading.
You're hitting that
I
level
feel like I'm upgrading.
Bro.
I'm upgrading.
If Christianity was level 1 to 100, okay, and 100 is like you'll never reach. Okay, that's
Paul.
That's Paul Jesus.
Jesus
well,
was 100. Paul was
a 98.
Paul's a 98. No, Paul's a 90. Jesus is 100.
Paul's a 90. Jesus is 100.
Paul's a 50. Jesus is 100.
No, Paul's more than a 50, bro.
Yeah, but he couldn't have been 100% in for God.
I know, that's why I'm saying 90.
I guess he could have been.
Dude, he was under house arrest, and he's like, praise God.
He was 100% in
He was,
God.
okay, we'll put him at 90, okay?
Alright.
If, like...
That's too close to Jesus, though, but whatever.
Everything. 1 to 100, where you at?
I am like maybe a 3 going on 5.
Okay.
I think I'm a 3 right now, and I'm going on 5. I'm looking at 5. I'm trying to find the 5.
Okay. What do I have in the 4? You're just
4?
Bypass 4?
I bypassed 4.
Okay.
I'm advancing. I'm accelerating. 4 has been there.
Been there, done that.
4 is irrelevant because I've passed it on the 5. Just kidding. I don't know. I feel like I'm like maybe like a 5.
So
I still make mistakes. But yeah, so I think I want to stay in missions. I don't know
in what way.
In what way? I really want to do music though. Like
even
last night,
you had it so spoken over you that
last night was so nice just to sing and just.
We went to a young adults. It wasn't even a church. It was like a young adults house meeting. Yeah. We just praised God and did like a small little word. It's
the first time I worshipped in a long time with people.
Yeah, same.
And it was cool.
It was really nice.
It was just fun. It was just like I didn't care. Like I had no pressure by any leaders or anybody to do anything. I could just sit and worship.
And I really liked. I didn't know anyone there.
Yeah.
So I didn't care.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was nice.
Like frick everyone you know.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, God's blessed me with that community. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like a little place to go.
It's an amazing community.
Yeah, it is.
I don't really have that back home in Washington.
I looked for a long time, bro, and it's my second time going.
Yeah.
And I really like it. So shout out to them. All right. Should that be podcast 1?
Dude, we're only 23 minutes in.
Is that it?
I'm good to like...
How do you know?
Right here. I'm going to keep yakking.
I don't think... Oh, wow. Frick. 20...
I think of a level of 1 to 100. I think I was... You know, I'm going to say it. I think I was at a 5 before PNG. I think now I'm at like a 3 or a 4. I think I regressed a little bit. In a place of honesty and vulnerability. I think I've gone backwards a bit. Which is fine, you know. 2 steps back, 1 step forward.
Did you regress or are you just not feeling the same way? Because the knowledge and the perspective and the life's still there. So are you just
I think it's a little bit of both.
Christian walk on emotion?
I'm not basing my Christian walk on emotion. I've never done that.
Yeah, you totally have. No
of course you have.
I do that. I live in that.
We're emotional human beings. Of course we've done that. We're not creatures of logic. We're creatures of emotion. Dale Carnegie.
We watched a really awesome movie today.
It wasn't okay. It was good,
guys. I don't know if I'd
recommend it for like that.
I loved this movie.
It's called. I'm gonna mess it up. The Eternal
Sunshine on
the
a Spotless
Mind.
Mind. Oh,
Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet.
Did not think I was gonna.
Elijah Wood and Mark Ruffalo.
I don't know who half those people are, but
and Mary Jane from Spider-Man.
She was
stacked cast. It won an Oscar for best screenplay and best writing. I think.
Why do you know all this? That's your first time watching it.
I like film.
Anyways, he's a nerd. Anyways, I loved it.
It was good.
I really related to it in like
it was
the
a
craziness.
Weird movie. It felt like I was on mushrooms, and I've never even been on mushrooms.
It felt really nice. It made me feel nice. It made me think. It made me feel like someone could relate to the way I feel. Actually,
it was a good movie.
Like the chaos.
I give it like a solid
isolation. The depression.
7.5 out of 10. Maybe an 8.
I give it an 8.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
8.5.
But if we're giving movie recommendations, watch Shawshank Redemption.
I've never seen it.
My favorite movie of all time.
We should watch it.
Let's watch it.
Is it that stupid one you wanted me to watch?
What? Oh, whoa.
Yeah, it's my favorite movie. My dad and me watch it all the time.
Oh, no. That's the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, that looked
That's
crap.
a great movie.
That looked like crap.
You haven't seen it, so you don't get a say.
It was like kids. It's cute.
The aesthetic of that movie looked like trash, but it was good.
I loved the aesthetic of it. I really did.
For me, it looked like trash. Because it looked like an amateur.
I think I liked that, though. It felt amateur, but it was actually, like, there was some, like, nice, like...
We should watch the Count of Monte Cristo.
I'm not watching it.
You should.
I tried to watch it for a living and I didn't like it.
Well, you got, like, 10 seconds in.
It was just boring. Let's watch another love movie.
I'm
into, like, love movies right now.
I know,
so if there's any chicks who are looking for a guy that
who just loves romantic comedies...
I'm into them right now.
This guy.
I'm into them. Hit me up. I don't like romantic comedies, though. I like romantic. Sad. I like
the tragic romantic.
I like the tragic, sad ones.
Dude, watch Me Before You.
I'll give you an idea. We watched The Eternal Sunshine, and then we watched 500 Days of Summer.
It was, verses. We
watched those, and I liked both. I like
500 Days of Summer is good, though.
If a chick said she, like, up to me, like, I like this man. What?
She's so good looking, but she's so toxic.
Yeah, I kind of like it, though.
I know you would. You're into that toxic stuff, though.
Not really. I just, like, am attracted to, like, that alternative girl.
Yeah.
Like, her alternative vibe, though. Not like that crazy alt chicks that are like, ooh, what the frick?
Like who are, like, going buzz cut, like, just the front.
That's insanely gross. Like, yeah.
I've seen it where they just do, like, this front of their hair, they buzz. And then everything else is long, and it's like they got a receding hairline.
We don't judge.
We don't. We just love.
Anyways, how's the chicks situation going now that we're talking about chicks? We always gotta talk about chicks.
Same.
He's lonely
as a Pringle. Still.
We should ask our viewers to rate us. I'm just kidding. That'd be so horrible. That'd be so mean to us.
I think I'm a 5, maybe a 6.
I think I'm like a 3.
I think no. Look at this. Sharp jaw. Hold on, let me outline it. Ready? Sharp jawline. Sharp.
Are girls into that though? I don't really know what chicks are into.
I've got a soft jaw.
I don't know. I think I'm a 3. I'll stay
No,
normal.
because I think like this. 5 is average. Anything below a 5 is ugly.
Okay, I think I'm like an average. I think I'm like very. I think I'm 4. I think I'm
you think you're the uglier side of average?
I'd say so.
I think you're the better.
On the real. I'm not saying that for a compliment. I mean,
I think you're the better looking of average.
Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I think
I'll always
maybe a little bit above.
I've noticed that people always just see themselves negatively though. Like I hate my hair, and people always are like, "Oh, I like your hair."
I like your hair.
Thanks. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really like it.
I don't like my hair.
But like maybe that's just like I will always see myself probably in a negative way.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like unless God changes my perspective, I feel like that's just my natural instinct to look negative at myself.
I feel like if we continuously look negative at ourselves, we're gonna act negatively about ourselves.
I'm not continually looking negative because I don't think about like, oh, I'm ugly, I'm good looking. But I think I know that I'm not good looking. Do you get that? I don't know. Maybe
because your height.
No, I don't mind being short. I'm like 5'8". What was that look? Am I not 5'8"?
I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't.
No, I am 5'8". I know that for sure. But I'm actually like pretty satisfied. I've never really had trouble with chicks.
Yeah.
Because of my height. Some chicks like it.
Like the short king.
Short king? I guess I'm a short king. Yeah. Helps me skate. I can live in a bus better. I just like being myself. I really do. I don't think I change.
You're unapologetically yourself.
There, yeah.
Which can sometimes be a bad thing. But I think you do it in a good way.
Thank you.
Most of the time.
Anyways. Oh my gosh, look at my feet.
Bro, get the dogs off the screen.
I love how I'm just like sitting with my foot on the table where they can't see it.
You can't even see it.
Alright. What are we doing tonight?
We're going to go to a place called Mavericks are we going at 8 so we can do 2 hours of country? Or
I think we're going at 9. I think they want to bop. Which I think, I don't really want to bop.
I'm not usually like that kind of guy.
I think they're going to drink is the thing, and I'm not going to drink.
It's 18. You can't drink.
They're going to be over 18.
Oh.
Just because the night's 18 doesn't mean that they're not going to serve alcohol.
Oh, that's fair.
Maybe serve Cokes, everybody. I don't drink, so.
It's it's a bar, but tonight is 18.
It's not a bar, actually. It's a honky tonk.
It's a honky tonk.
It's a honky tonk.
So I'm new to Texas. I've been to Texas before, but this is like the first time I've actually like been to Texas. So we're trying to do all the Texas things. So we're going to a honky tonk tonight, and we're gonna get our party on.
We're gonna dance. I'm not a big dancer. I'm not great at it, but I learned in Kona that if you're goofy as with it,
girls
they are
into that.
You don't have to be good. You just kind of like spin them around and make them feel giggly.
Giggly.
And then they're like, I love you.
I don't have any experience dancing with strangers.
Well, hopefully our buddy Marcus. Let's call him real quick and not tell him he's on a podcast. Should we?
Yeah, do it.
Watch be like, I can't go anymore. I made plans to go to Waterbury.
No, he needs to come.
All right, we're gonna call our friend and see if he's coming because he's gonna bring friends.
More the merrier.
More the merrier. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Cause it's like I don't know what. Hey, Marcus.
Please leave your message for 5.
That was quick too, man. He saw your number and he went decline.
I text him, frick you, prick.
But you should text him. Ask him if he's coming tonight.
He's coming, bro. I said I'm gonna go to his house and make him come if he doesn't. So.
But he wasn't like super into it last night.
That's so just how he is, though.
Is he always like backpedaling?
He just can't commit. Sorry, Marcus, you can't commit to things. It seems like
commitment issues.
No, I want to say no. He does not have commitment issues, but I'd say like he just is scared to like
commit
to go to Mavericks.
Okay, that's fair. So we're gonna head up Mavericks tonight.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so lame there, honestly.
Don't say that, man. I'm ready for my honky tonk experience.
Lame. We should call Em and be like, "Yo, guess where we're going?" She's like, "No,
let's do it
without me. I love that place. I dance there every Thursday at 18+ night."
So we'll go to Mavericks, and then what are we doing after? I hit Whataburgers for the first time. Severely disappointed.
Yeah, I don't actually.
I heard big things, and it's just like bad McDonald's.
Was really, really good back in the day, but they sold it, and it just kind of like got like McDonald's-y.
Kind of disappointed.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not good.
Yeah.
Like even In-N-Out's bad though. People like debate, but it's like
I like In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is okay, like but the burgers are kind of lame. Like they're bland.
I like In-N-Out.
I like it.
I like Chick-fil-A.
But I don't think it's any better really.
I think it's better than like at more fast food places.
Like McDonald's maybe.
Yeah, because they actually have like they have length or height to their burger.
Yeah.
When a lot of like Burger King and all it's like
who eats Burger King though?
I'm trying to think of the song. Da 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 burger whopper, burger whopper, chicken whopper. Have it your way at BK. Have it your way. It rules.
Frick Burger King. All right, we should end.
No. Oh.
Who's thinking now, bro?
Yeah, you are, bro.
All right, I'm gonna end it. I'm tired.
Why? We haven't even done anything today.
Cause
we went to the river today. That was fun.
Oh, my mom's calling me.
Oh, answer. Podcast time.
Hello, mother. What up?
Hey, did she low-key leave already?
Yeah, she low-key left. Why?
Okay. Because I need to pay her, and I just thought I would call and ask if she already left it.
Oh.
Pay her. Oh, that truck.
All right, bye, Mom.
Lord, there is a semi that was caught literally on fire. The road is shut down. It is bad.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay, so she's gone. All right, thank you.
Bye. Wow. All right, we're going to end the podcast here. We'll have more. We'll do more. We'll do more. Goodbye, guys. Did we do anything to end it? I can't remember.
I don't think we have any outro. I think you just like